afternoon. My name is Mary Love, as in I love this building. I also am living proof that you don't have to be poor and that you don't have to be retired, even though I am, to get caught in this trap. I live in Oldham County in a rural area north of LaGrange. I'm an ordained minister and have served as pastor of a small church and as a Christian educator. I also worked for the Presbyterian Center and for UPS Logistics in Louisville. I'm 65, divorced, retired, and living on Social Security and a small pension from the Presbyterian Church, USA. It was during my time at UPS Logistics, when I was making a decent salary, that I first got a payday loan. One month, the rent was due and I didn't have the money. So I decided to try one of those payday loans. It seemed easy. I wrote them a check for $230, which they held until my next payday, and I walked out the door with $200 in cash. On payday, I went in to claim my check by giving them $230 in cash. But after paying them, I was still short of money to pay my bills, rent, phone, car payment, insurance. So I wrote another check, but for $460 this time. I received $400 in cash, and on payday paid them $460 in cash to reclaim my check. This cycle of paying $60 every 2 weeks just to borrow the same $400 went on for about a year. Even though I literally paid $460 every payday, I still walked out $400 in debt with what they technically called a new loan. Really, it wasn't. It was just the same debt. None of those fees I paid ever went to pay down the debt. I was sinking farther and farther into debt and knew that I had to do something to break out of it. Altogether, I paid about $1,450 in fees on a loan of $400. I went to the Red Cross, and through their credit counseling, I was referred to CCCS, a credit counseling agency, and they helped me work out a payment plan for all of my debts. The payday lender got paid off in about 6 months. If I hadn't gotten caught in the payday loan trap, I would have had enough money to support myself and would be living a little bit more independently today. It is so easy to get caught in this trap. The fees keep adding up and putting you deeper and deeper into the hole, but you don't really realize it. The first month, you end up being $120 behind, $60 every 2 weeks. Then the next month, it's $240, and so on and so on. Every 2 weeks, I had to pay off the whole thing because they don't let you pay off just some of it at a time. That meant that I had even less cash available to pay the same bills that had gotten me into this mess in the first place. That's the trap. I was stuck, paying them off and getting even further in debt. I would recommend to anyone who will listen that payday loans are not the way to get out of temporary money problems. They only lead to more and more debt. Instead, find a good credit counseling agency or service like CCCS and have them give you the help that you need. Your problems will go away a whole lot quicker, and you'll feel a lot better about yourself. I strongly support House Bill 182 that will cap payday loan interest rates at 36% per year. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today.
My name is Todd Leatherman. The Attorney General's office serves, and the Attorney General serves as the chair for the Consumers Advisory Council, which is a group of citizens appointed by the governor to investigate and inform the legislature and the executive branch on consumer affairs. Last fall, the council, in cooperation with the group Cloud and the Kentucky Center for Responsible Lending, held 3 public forums to explore the issue of payday lending and the need for a 36% rate cap. The forums were held in Louisville, Lexington, and Newport in Campbell County. The payday lending industry was invited to participate and assured that they would receive equal time to present their arguments during the forums, but declined to attend all but the last forum. The Department of Financial Institutions also participated in the forums and presented information gleaned from the new database tracking system, some of which you've heard discussed here today. A subcommittee of interested council members also met separately with industry representatives and representatives from Clout and KCRL. Following these meetings, the council considered the arguments made by the industry that there is a demand for its product and that it would be unfair to cap the fees for its service when other business fees are not capped. Despite those arguments, the council concluded that a 36% rate cap is in the best interest of Kentucky and unanimously approved communicating that conclusion to the legislature. Copies of that letter dated December 2010 are available, and I believe are in your packets.